Hello, everyone. I'm Jenna Bradshaw. Welcome to my channel. So, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And welcome to our discussion. We talk everything health, fitness, and wellness. Maybe a little bit of dating here and there, but we'll see. So, I did want to touch on the topic of nutrition. And the reason being is that also seeing a trend in the clients that I am doing nutrition coaching with, and you just notice things in society and the way that, our foods are being marketed and things of that nature. And I just want to make it known that the American standard diet is not optimal for our health, and it does really no service to our bodies in general. And I know everybody hears it, you are what you eat, but it is a really big deal, especially when you are dealing with adversities in your health, whatever that may be, whatever illness, disease it is. You have to be on point when it comes to your nutrition, not to a point where it's making you crazy. And I don't like to even call them, I don't like to say diet. I just think it's a change in overall lifestyle. Eating is directly correlated to our psychology and our habits. And so the way that I myself approach a client who would like to be, coached in nutrition, same with my mom. Our approach is slightly different. It's not like we're going to hand you a meal plan and be like, here, eat this, this, and this, because everybody's different. Everyone's asked us about, oh, what about keto? Oh, what about this diet? Oh, what about Jenny Craig? Like, I can't say I'm a fan of any of it, but to each his own and whatever's going to work for you. So, for example, I've had clients who've had rheumatoid arthritis, and actually one of the favored styles of eating would be paleo. And so it's you're eliminating all gluten, you're eliminating any inflammatory foods that exacerbate the reaction that you get when you are dealing with rheumatoid arthritis. And so, I've gotten questions on intermittent fasting, and it's like, oh, should I intermittent fast? And, my answer is like, it depends. I don't know what your lifestyle is like. I don't know what your schedule is like. I don't know your eating habits. And so we have to keep that in mind. And I know everybody's like, I want to do this, overnight. I want to lose weight overnight. Well, it doesn't happen like that. And we all need to be very realistic here and know that we need to, number one, create realistic goals. And number two, we need to own our eating habits. We need to own why we're eating this way. We need to own, okay, like this is my downfall. This is my trigger. And you need to realize that you may need help. You may need someone to guide you. You may be dealing with some health adversities. Like I said, for example, I eat a specific way just due to my health adversities. I am a two-time cancer survivor. And so I need to be really on it when it comes to my eating habits and what I'm putting into my body, because, that can fuel disease and inflammation. And so basically what happens is, let's just say, I don't know, for example, let's just say you hurt your knee, and there's some inflammation going on, you tweaked it, and all week you're eating pizza and bagels and sugar. Well, yeah, your reactions and the way your knee feels is most definitely going to be worse, because what you put inside your body will either harm or heal you. And so when you're having a ton of sugar in your diet, and no, I'm not talking about fruits, I'm not talking about fructose, I'm talking about like high fructose corn syrup and things that are put on the back of the label, and American standard diet junk processed food. That's the sugar that I'm talking about. Things that create dopamine boosts in our bodies, and it's a fake reaction and makes you literally crave more. I'm talking about that kind of food. I'm talking about cookies. I'm talking about, candy. So these are the things that you need to be wary of. And so when you feed your body those things, you're actually feeding the inflammation and feeding disease. And there's a ton of research that sugar does feed disease. There's one one site that I like to go on. It's called thetruthaboutcancer.org, I believe, and they post a ton of articles on nutrition, health, wellness, and honestly, your lifestyle. And again, I'll say this time and time again, the way that you live your life is what is going to pull the trigger. You may be predisposed genetically, but it is the way that you live your life that will pull that trigger and that will turn that gene on. So these are the things we need to be wary of. And that everybody's different. Everybody has different eating styles. Everybody has a different routine. Everybody has different genetics. Everybody has a different physiological system. So we need to keep that in mind. You know, it's not a cookie cutter deal. I get the same question over and over again, and it's I usually answer, well, it depends. So we have to keep that in mind and just know that you're either healing your body or you're harming it. And so again, it's just knowing what your body needs, knowing what your body wants. A lot of people ask me about keto, and I'm like, it depends. I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. Yes, good fats are super beneficial for your body in terms of so many different um, metabolic processes in your body, brain function, everything. However, I can't say that eating 80% fats is going to be great for your gallbladder. So that's another thing. It's like give or take, give or take. There's extremes and then there's extremes. So when you go to that extreme, you know that there's going to be some adverse reaction. Like you kind of have to know that going into it. So do your research, know your body, invest in a coach. I think that's like the best thing to do. Like, yeah, some people can do it on their own, but it may drive you crazy. And the way that we approach nutrition is a very holistic and everyday approach where you basically take these tools, you learn them, and you graduate and you move on with them. And you know, you pass that along to your friends, your family. So yeah, I think that's really like all I kind of have for you today. That kind of just like was sparked just by a question that I had for one of my clients. So the other thing that we have, we also offer our e-cookbook. So it's the Fit Family Table and Food Guide, which is great because we created a nutrition guide. So it shows you how to food shop. It's also how to food shop affordably. And we have some great recipes in there that are beneficial for your health at the end of the day. And it's really great for anybody. So I'll link that in the description box for the show notes. And I think that's about it. So until next time, bye.